Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we doing this evening? How are we doing on Hump Day? Sir Humpalots. Are we Humpty dancing? What's going on, ladies? Hello, hello, hello. Now, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Coach Anwar. I am a dating coach for Black and Brown women, for all women, but I center the Black and Brown experience. Okay? Who is this? So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Are y'all touching grass? Y'all touching men? What are we doing here, honey? What's really going on? True love, happy birthday, girl. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Someone said there's pee in the dating pool. Girl, if there's pee in the dating pool and you're in it, girl, you in the pee. No shade. You're a pee-pee. JK. So, what are we doing here? What's going on? I am here to help you level up your dating life. Okay? So, what we're going to do here, you're going to put your questions in the chat, and I am going to answer them in the order that I see them. Okay? Okay. Boss Andy said, do you coach 50-year-olds? I sure do. I had 2 of them get into relationships in the past couple of weeks. Okay? So, put your questions in the chat, and I am going to help you answer them. Okay? Now, I will tell you this. If you are interested in working with me, definitely go to the link in my bio, book a consultation call, or you can take a listen to my podcast. I have to tell you, I've taken a little bit of a break because things have been so busy, all really great things happening in my professional life and personal life. But so I'm probably going to put a podcast up either tomorrow or on Friday. Okay? Fatima said, I'm signing up for your Get Your Guy Club this week. Good. Okay, good. I'm happy to hear that. Because I will tell you this, I'm not really going to be adding a lot of people in December because I got to prepare all of my ladies for the Olympics of Dating, which are the first 2 to 3 weeks of January. So I'm sorry, but if you want to get in on this, honey, you're going to have to get on it in the next couple of weeks, okay? Someone said, do you have guys lined up? No, girl, because I'm not a motherfucking madam. I'm a dating coach. So, I don't line them up for you, girl. It's not a firing rod, you know. So that's that. Okay, let me see what y'all are talking about. And by the way, let's warm it up a little bit. This is a roll call. I want to know, where are my black queens at? I don't care if you're lighter skin, medium, or dark skin. Show up. Roll call. Are my sisters here? Put it in the chat, honey. I want to know what the motherfucking tea is. Are we here? Black and beautiful. Where you at, ladies? Where are we at? Yes. Here. Hi. Dark skin baddie here. Here. Hey. Yes. Good. Okay. Now I want to know, where are my brown girls at? Where are my Latinas? What's the tea, girl? Aquí. This is what I want to see. Aquí. This is what I want to see. Present. Presente. Ándale. Aquí. Perfecto. Okay. Where are my Asian sisters at? Hey, girl, hey. Where are my Asian sisters at? I want to know where my Asian sisters are at. Girl, not the lowercase here with my Asian sisters. Y'all better be proud. We live for you girls. Okay, good. And then finally, where are my white girls at? Where are my white girls at? Where are my white girls at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where are the white girls? White girls. Come on, white girls. Come on, white girls. I'm just kidding. If you rock with me and you white, you already know that I like to kid. You know I like to have a little bit of fun. Don't report me, honey. Don't Karen me, honey. Don't Karen me. Good. I'm glad that everyone is here. Now, to the most serious question. I've got to know. I know, I can't shade any white girl because I got a white girl voice. So, I am her, she is me. Someone said, don't you have a white babe? Yeah, I do. I have a white child and a white husband, girl. But anyway, let me ask you this. This is a very serious question. Are you all ready for this serious question? I need to know. Put hashtag ready in the comments if you're ready for this question. Let me know. I want to know right now. I want to know. Are you ready? Because I have a very serious question. Okay, ready. Okay, good. Because this is so serious, girl. Okay, oh my God, there's so many women that are ready. I love the fact that y'all are ready. Okay, and the question is, cut or uncut? Which one is a girl? Which one is a girl? Which one is it? Which one is a girl? Which one is it, girl? Oh my God, the cuts have it, girl. Someone said both, girl. Girl, 80% cuts. 80% cuts. Girl, I'm just seeing scissors. Girl, all I see is scissors. Snip, snip, snap, snap. Oh my gosh. The cuts have it, y'all. The cuts have it. You know what that means? For the rest of the year, we can't be talking to any uncuts up in here. Jury is out, honey. Jury is out. Honey, y'all scissored up and you're starting so early. We just got here. Girl, the cuts have it. Yay for the cuts. Yay for the cuts. Honey, someone said cut is not bad. If you have to say it's not bad, then it means it's not good too. Okay? Okay. Someone said they're scared to pull it back. I don't know, girl. I was really overwhelmed right now because all I saw were, girl, Edward Scissorhands all up in the comments. Honey, the girls needed it cut, honey. It's giving me kindergarten when you have those little small scissors. Someone said, why do you ask? Girl, because I'm nosy. Because I want to know what the tea is. Because, yeah, I'm naughty. I'm grown and I can say whatever I want to say. And what my mama doesn't know won't hurt her. Okay, good. So now y'all know. Okay, so now that we have that all out of the way, someone said, I'm nosy is the only correct answer. You goddamn right, girl. Okay, let's talk about dating, y'all. I just had to get the serious questions out of the way because I know y'all are going to come with crazy questions. And I'm here to answer those questions about dating. So, what questions do you have for me, ladies? I'm here for it all. Yeah, and don't act brand new. Don't be shy. Yeah. What are the questions? Kev said, talk about dating and the influence of election. I'll give an overview of what I think. Okay? So a couple of things will happen. One, I think that I was just having a conversation with a woman in Toronto, and she was telling me that the guys are not ready, and I was agreeing with her because costs have increased quite a bit. And so what will happen with Trump and his tariffs is that that's going to make life that much more expensive. And because of that, men are not going to want to take you out anymore because, one, they have to self actualize and have a level of stability in their lives to be ready for a relationship and to provide for a family. And it's going to take longer. So it means that they're not going to be taking you out on dates anymore as much. So what that means is you have to have your boundaries on lock because they will probably play with you for 2 to 3 weeks before they take you out. So that's one thing. Two, I think that also what will happen is, and I don't like saying this, but it's my truth, and I'm going to speak my truth. I think that I think men are going to be a bit more aggressive. So, on the streets, things like that, which means that I want y'all to be protected. Being out with people, with family, with friends. I'm already starting to hear that things are like in New York, guys are just going up to women and punching them in the face, right? So, um, you know, they're going to be more aggressive. They're going to be more violent. Strap up if you need to, ladies. Now, you know, I don't carry, but I know a lot of my clients do. Yeah. So, something that you might want to think about and consider. Yeah. The Texas girls, I'm not worried about you. Y'all protect yourselves. Yeah. Everything I say allegedly. No. Um, Someone said taser. Girl, I don't know if taser's gonna be enough, girl, no shade. Someone said it's a yes to Slavic men, right? Honey, the Slavic men will be your slaves. Trust that tea. So that's what I think is gonna be happening a lot with in this era. Okay, let me see what the other questions are. Should I consider a man if he has kids? If he has more than 3 kids, well, let me just say it's 4 kids with multiple mothers, then you're about to be in a Nick Cannon, Cam Newton situation. And I would stay against it. If it's just one mother, engage. But here's the gag, and here's what I think is really important. A lot of black and brown women don't want to be with guys with kids because they don't want to be another they don't want to be another baby mama. But the deeper issue here is that there is a neglect wound, and they feel like they won't be prioritized, cherished, and given the attention that they need because this man has kids, right? And that's not necessarily the case for each and every guy out there. Okay? Someone said, was he at Afrotech? Yes, I was at Afrotech. Afrotech was fun. I met a lot of engineers for my upcoming app, so that'll be a lot of great good connections and networking. That was fun. And I also, if y'all were there at Afrotech and you stopped me, thank you so much for all of the love, all of the selfies. I so appreciate it. I will go from there. Yeah. Okay. Someone said the questions in the chat queue. They're going really fast, ladies. So, when I see it, I'm going to answer it. Okay. And if you're newer here, you have to understand there are a lot of women here, so a lot of questions. So I will get to them as quickly, and if I see them, I will answer them. Okay. Okay. How to know if a guy has mama issues? Good question. So, I think about this in 3 ways. I'll put it in the context of the mother. So I think guys have 3 different mothers. Mothers that have used their sons as emotional, or let's just say surrogate partners. There's what we call enmeshment. And so oftentimes what will happen, this man will be spoiled. And so when you are engaging with men, especially black men now, You have a lot of enmeshed and spoiled black men because they grew up with single mothers. And a lot of those single mothers made them their partners. And so they did everything for them as if these sons were their husbands. So when you're talking about, oh my God, these guys think that they're the prize. Well, girl, 76% of black households in the 90s were single parent households. What did you expect? Okay? So that's one thing. The other thing that I'm seeing a lot of in terms of mommy issues is codependence. If he's talking to his mom multiple times a day, that's an issue. That's an issue. Grown man needs to be doing grown man things. That's no shade. Right? Codependency is, he feels in charge of her emotional, physical, everything well-being. It's respectfully speaking, it's not his job. I mean, if he's the only one there, of course you want to protect and sometimes provide for your mother if she doesn't have any other means, but this is important because if he is hyper-focused on mom, he can't be hyper-focused on you. Okay? And then the third one that I see is the abusive parent, which is the mother who did not speak life into her child, always dogged him out and talked about how he wasn't shit and how he's not going to amount to anything, right? Those, I think, are really scary guys because generally what will happen, so if you hear a guy and he says, oh yeah, I don't talk to my mother anymore, you should ask why. Because 8 times out of 10, it's because that's the kind of mother that he had. And what that means is because that was his foundational or core relationship with the woman, he is going to be so resentful of women that he's going to take it out on you. His mom rage, he's taking it out on you and every other woman that's out there. So don't be afraid to ask these men. Oh, talk to me about your mom. A lot of people saying yes, yes, yes for that third one. Because as you may know, ladies, a lot of these moms are really critical and judgmental, especially black moms. It's the trauma that they've received that they push out to the other generations. Yeah? What if his mom has passed? Then he's going to have abandonment wounds and he's going to be clingy. Super clingy. Okay? Coco Loco said, advice for tall women. Girl, don't be afraid to... The tall girls always want to have a guy that's as tall as them or taller, right? But you have to understand that 6 feet tall men represent 14% of the population. So stop just focused on those Six Flags rides, girl, and go on those Disneyland rides. Those short kings are packing. And I want you to know that this is my barometer, my test is, can he pick you up? Because that's all he needs to do, honey, no shade. Right? But yeah, ride those Disneyland rides, girl. It's a small world after all. Right? Those short kings they'll work for you. Let them work. Someone said, I've never been with a short man. You are lost, girl. My gain. Girl, I'm 5'8". My man's 5'8", girl. I'm 6'2". Someone said fun size, girl. It ain't fun size, girl. It's jumbo size. It's family size pack, girl. Yeah. All right. Okay, let me see what y'all are talking about here. Yeah. Oftentimes when it's 5'9", girl, it's close to 9. When it's 5'8", girl, it's close to 8. When it's 6'1", it's closer to 6. And that's no shade. Unless he's 6 feet and he's really thin, really skinny, like me, then he packing, girl. Then he packing. Yeah. But, honey, those football players, girl, psh, I pay it. Pay it no mind. He said, you said look at how wide the nose is. Yeah. That nose width, girl, is the width of you know what. Now, I don't care if you're looking at my nose, girl, because you're not going to get any of my stuff. But look at, like, some of these Nigerians, girl, nose is all the way here. No shade. No shade. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Yeah. Okay, let me see what y'all are talking about up in here. Someone said, nah, football players are packing. Some of them are. A good number of them aren't. Especially those Samoans, girl. But don't get me started. Don't even get me started. Okay, what are the dating questions? Y'all can't have me talking about D all night long, honey. I am a mother. I am a mother. Someone said, I don't want that. I don't want a nose that wide. No shade, girl. You might not be able to handle it. I can't talk shit, girl. I can't handle it either. I'm not going to talk shit that my ass cannot cash. Okay. April Hobby said, dating exclusively for the first time. Congratulations on that. How long should I wait for it to be a relationship? So you should not, it needs to be a relationship. You can't go, don't go from casual dating to exclusivity to a relationship. It needs to be a relationship. Haywood said, Anwar, go to the questions feature. I don't do that. I answer questions that are in the chat. Okay? So, someone said, but the short men are too insecure. Some of them are, right? A good number of them aren't. Okay. Beautiful Reflection said, Africans, big AF. A lot of them are, girl. Mind of Mendoza said, do you have any advice for Black trans women? Girl, of course, I got you. A couple of things. One, always go on public dates with these men. Don't let them hide you. A lot of them will want to just hide you in the closet, girl. No shade. Or have in-home dates with you. Never go home with a guy. At least before the first 3 dates. That's number one. Number two, like I said, public dates. On date 2 or 3, you want to have PDA with him. If he can't give you PDA, he's not ready to be with you. And then number 4, there are certain guys that are checking for you. A lot of the T-girls, the dolls, will get with guys that are the DL, the gangsters, the construction workers, like the mask. Don't do that. Yes, they will D you down, but it's almost like a hate fuck. So you don't want that. Specifically, Middle Eastern men are very much into the dolls. Guys with no shade, rat faces. I don't know how else to explain it. My sisters tell me they got a rat face, they're into you. I don't know what the math is, girl. I'm not into transgender calculus, but this just works. Yeah? Okay. Poison Ivy said, what do you mean by the dolls? So the dolls means transgender women. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Good. Mind of Mendoza said, OMG, yes, it's a hate fuck. It is. It is. And by the way, ladies, let me just talk about this because this is important. This isn't just for trans women. This is for all women. There are some men that you think are really doing you well, and it is not because they love you. They are hate fucking you. Have you ever experienced that? Because I will tell you, as a gay man, I've experienced that a couple of times when I was younger. When I used to fuck with the guys, I didn't know that they were gay. And I was like, oh my God, he's D'ing me down. No, girl, he's hate fucking you. Anyone else experience that? Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 That's right. Yeah. So, catch that tea. Someone said, what does that mean? It means that there's no gentleness. It is, I want to get off and I want to hurt you. Like, that they're doing you to hurt you, and your hurt makes them feel good. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Not demure at all. Yeah, some of the girls talk about Pound Town, and you come out with the black eye girl. No shade. Okay. Someone is saying, can you talk about the apps? So the apps are tricky these days. Like I always tell my clients, it really depends on your location, your age, your size, your height, your shade. But I will tell you, I think Bumble and Hinge are okay. Coffee Meets Bagel and Match, a little bit less so. I'm starting to hear some things about Facebook dating, but I'm not going to put any sort of conclusions on that yet because I need some more data points before I'm going to recommend that one. Yeah. Facebook dating has been not so great for the past couple of years, but the thing about these apps is that they have seasons. Sometimes they're great, sometimes they're not so great. Raya, if you're a black woman, no. Unless you want to date DJs. And I did that in junior high. Wannabe DJs. What about BLK? NO for BLK. BLK is like, you know that, when you're at like a family gathering or like a family reunion and you have that one cousin that nobody talks about, but is a hot ass mess and he doesn't have his life together, that guy's on BLK. And when he comes in the room, you're like, oh, hey, but you don't go up to him and you don't give him a hug. That guy's on BLK. If I'm lying, I'm dying. And y'all know what I mean. Yeah, the one that steals. The one that's doing check fraud. Yeah. I try to tell my clients, don't go on BLK. Some of my clients don't want to listen, so they go on BLK. And you know what happens on the first day that they're on it? Within the first 20 minutes, she sends me a screenshot, and that screenshot says, hey, I really want to take you out on a date, but I gotta let you know that I am married. Girl, first 15 minutes? No, ma'am. Pullman said, I'm dating a Japanese man. What should I expect? Kink, McKink, the biggest kinkster in the world. He's part of the Axis of Evil, girl. The Germans, the Italians, the Japanese from World War II, girl. Girl, they lost the war, girl, and now they're They're kinking out everybody that they got going on. Everyone that they're with, kinky. The Germans are kinky, the Italians are kinky, the Japanese are kinky. Yeah, girl, the axis of evil, girl. AP history, girl, get into it. Someone's saying shrimp wonton. I mean, I think that the Japanese are close to average. Korean men are really small, like Squid Game down there. The thing about Japanese men that gags me all the time is like, has anyone been with a Japanese man? In the comments, put super kawaii. The interesting thing is that a lot of Japanese men are brown down there. They're brown. Like, you would think, like, they're Latino, or I'm not talking about size, I'm just talking about color. It's kind of a gag because they're so pale here, but then when they drop Tao, it's like brown town. Uh-oh, someone said super kawaii. I know that's right, bitch. Yeah. So anyway, kinky. Kinky, kinky, kinky. Someone said, I'm Japanese and I'm laughing so hard right now. Because you know it's right, girl. You know it's right. So be careful, girl. Be careful. Okay, let me see what the tea is. I can't even say this, girl. Iana Nicole, how can you be vulnerable without giving away all your insecurities or secrets? So when you're being vulnerable, like when you are getting to know a guy, don't talk about your healing journey. Don't talk about like any sort of bad relationships in the past. Okay? Talk about things that are happening in the present and use your feelings. Okay? I think people think that vulnerability means that you have to tell your homeless to Harvard story. No shade, bitch. You're not trying to get into college and get a full ride scholarship. You're just trying to know this guy. So what that means is that you just talk about things that have happened to you. They don't have to be negative. They just have to be things. So, like for me, I went to boarding school. So I'm talking about boarding school and how I felt, right? Learned a lot. Probably was, one of the few black kids there. Everyone was rich. I was poor. But, in terms of insecurity, I'm not going to talk about, my mother issues and my mother wounds, right? Okay. Oh my God. Everyone's asking about different kinds of guys. Now that I was given the tea on Japanese men. Okay. Let me see what's going on here. What are y'all talking about? What are the questions? Someone's asking about what about girls? What about them, girl? I graduated from college, so I'm not doing that, I don't know about you, girl, but did anyone also kiss girls for fun in college? Some of us did it for boy attention. Some of us didn't. No shade. Okay, let me see what y'all are talking about. A lot of y'all said nope. Okay, sure, girl. Turin said Jewish white men love black women. Jewish men, Italian men, Irish men. If it starts with an I or a J, they like black women. Okay? Do white men like black women with locks? Sure do. And the smaller the lock, the more they like you, girl. You got sister locks, girl, they're in love with you. Turkish men love black women. But Turkish men are not packing. It looks like this. Merhaba. Nasilsin. Mm-hmm. Someone said, can confirm Turkish is small. You know how Thanksgiving is coming and how there's a wishbone? Well, break that wishbone in half, and the smaller piece of that wishbone, that's the Turkish man. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope your wish comes true. True tea. I think you come here for the tea. You don't come here for the, just be yourself. No, truly, that's the best dating strategy. No shade, no shade, no shade. You really do have to be yourself in dating, girl. No shade. Don't perform for men. Don't do that. That's messy. Trinity said, all races of men like black women. I don't know why that's so hard. Yes, every race of men like black women, but they like them at different rates. Okay? And I think it's very important to understand this, right? I was just looking at recent data of 2024. Response rates are different for different men. Like your conversation rate for black men is 16% on an app. For Asian men, it's 10%. For Latino men, it's 9%. And for white men, it's 8%. That's the conversation ratio, the conversation percentage for every person that you swipe right on. Okay? Very important to understand this. So when ladies come to me and they're talking about, oh my God, I can't believe that, 50% of Latino men voted for Trump. Yeah. But also, not all Latino men are going to be into black women. Not all white men are going to be into black women. If I'm being 100% real with y'all right now, it's like a third of white men are going to be into you. And for Latino men, it's closer to 40%. For black men, it's closer to 40%. He said, I thought I heard you once advise against dating Latino men. Well, Latino men cheat. And my Latina sisters, am I lying? Am I generalizing here, or is it tea? So that's why I say everyone's saying, yep, they do, yes they do, they cheat. It's part of the culture. It's been excused. Daddy did it, granddaddy did it. Probably have siblings in different places, and you don't even know. No shade. So that's why I say you got to be careful for these Latino men. Okay. Dottie said, I have 4 brothers and they all do. Es la verdad. I don't know what else to say. So that's why I say Latino men. But my point still stands, right? Different percentage of men are going to be into you. And that's okay. What we want to make sure that we're doing is checking for the men that are checking for us. That's it. That's it. Yeah? A lot of us are checking for men that are not checking for us. Okay, La Vie en Rose said, top countries. Someone said, I love when you talk in different languages. Girl, I'm fluent in 5 languages. Ask me how I got fluent in them, though. That's the tea. That's what makes me the best dating coach. Okay, top countries black women should visit. If you want to get a husband, England, Germany, Netherlands. For Southern Europe, Turkey and Italy. For Eastern Europe, Croatia and Serbia. For Middle East, Qatar and Dubai. North America, I would say like Merida, Mexico. Um, I love the DMV in North Carolina. Montreal, Canada. And some of the girls in Montreal will say no, but there's a certain area of Montreal that you want to be in. West Montreal. In terms of South America, I would say Colombia. Okay. Someone said, tell us about Indian men. Indian men are very spoiled. Their mothers do everything for them. So you need a hardworking Indian man. One that does his own laundry and knows how to cook for himself. I will also say there are a lot of, someone said you're an international lover. Maybe. A lot of Indian men are colorist and racist. So you have to check for that. A lot of them, you have to understand like how close they are to their culture, if they're born in America or not, because if they are born in India, they're going to have tighter connections with their family, which means that they are going to care more about how their family thinks about you than anything else. So something to think about. Really, it's not even the dad, it's mostly the mom. Yeah. Okay, let me see what's going on here. German men are packing, but some of them are crazy. I told you already. They lost the war, and ever since then, girl, they don't know what to do with themselves. Someone said military men. Don't do it. Don't do it. Unless you want to be in warfare with them every day, all day. Okay, someone said, how do men flirt? I need help meeting men when I'm out. Any tips? So it really depends. Asian men, they'll stare at you and they'll try to make it so that they're not staring at you. So they'll go like this, but they'll be looking at you, they'll be staring at you with their peripheral. So they'll be doing this and you'll be like, But he's really looking at you. Okay? But that's why I'm always like, check the feet, because the feet will tell you everything. If the feet are pointing towards you, it means that they're interested in you and that they like you. Okay? Someone said creep. No, girl, they're just shy and, a lot of Asian men, because they get rejected so much, they're scared of rejection. The thing about it, so let me just give you some data here as it pertains to, someone said that's so ridiculous. Let me give you some just online dating statistics. Match rate for women is like 50%. Match rate for men, white men, like 8%. Black men, 5%. Asian men, 3 to 4%. Do you understand that? That's their reality. So that's why they're not going to walk up to any and every woman, because their experience is that they're going to be rejected 97% of the time. So, something to think about and consider. Okay, what questions do you have for me? Younger men, I will tell you, most of my clients are getting with men that are 3 to 6 years younger than they are. It is kind of a really cute formula. Someone said I need a 3%er. Y'all are wild. Someone said, how do you feel about long distance? I love long distance. That's how I met my man, girl. The thing is, you guys see each other often. And at the 1 year mark, we need to figure out what we're doing here. User 915 said, we need new videos. I know. Girl, I've taken a break. I've been very busy. What am I doing? I've been traveling every couple of weeks. I was in Afrotech last weekend. I was visiting all my Texas clients and Houston clients. I'm pitching a TV show right now. I am talking with book agents right now. So the empire is empiring. Okay, but this Friday, it'll be 1 month since my last TikTok video. So I will start on my videos again. I need to get that shit done, honey. Okay, yeah, lots happening, lots going on. Thank you so much for the love and the flowers and the congratulations. But no shade, girl. When I take out all this shit, girl, you gotta support it. You gotta buy the book. You gotta watch the show. Yeah, I'm gonna do a podcast episode this week too. Okay. I had to take a break. I had to get my shit together. Saki said, crying that I missed you at Afrotech. I might be back next year, girl. I had a blast. Yeah, I was at Afrotech. I probably took about 50 or 60 selfies with the ladies. Sabina said, wait, what's your podcast? It's called the Get Your Guy Coaching Podcast. Okay. Yeah. Trish said, I'm throwing my coin purse for your book, honey. Not the coin purse, girl. The wallet. Pepe said, can you tell me who's into mixed women? So if you're lighter skin, I will tell you this right now. The white guys are not into you. And it's kind of a gag. But here's what they're saying. They're saying that, and this is no shade, girl, if I wanted it, I would just get with a white brunette, no shade. So, but I think if you're lighter skin or biracial, you probably know that or have had that experience. Yeah, Bosandi said, I've noticed that. Mm-hmm. Midwife Navarro said, I knew it. Yeah. Turin said, white men approach me all the time. I disagree. Totally. Everything I say, it's not 100%. But it's probably 80%, ladies. Yeah? Now, if you are darker skin, Lupita realness, understand that those white men are checking for you. They're checking for you. Okay? Okay. Good. Let's see what's going on. TT said, are Pacific Islander men into black women? I need a big boy. They are, but girl, if you're telling me that you need a big boy, I want to let you know that those Pacific Islander men are not big down there. Where's my little iPad, my little AirPod? It looks like this on a good day. On a good day. Chell said you're clocking them. Somebody has to. Someone said stop playing. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Selena said yes in New Zealand, and I can confirm. It's the biggest disappointment of one's life. Someone said The Rock looks big. Girl, have you ever watched him in a wrestling match, girl? He's flat as a Ken Barbie doll. He ain't got nothing down there, girl. Don't play yourself. The Rock is half black, but he's not half black down there. Not from what I can see. He might have a little curl pattern. That's it. Oh my gosh, you guys make me act out. I can't be acting out like this when I'm on TV. Can I? I'm already getting canceled like every week, girl. Like, I can't do it on the national stage. Okay, let's see what the questions are, okay? Someone said, yes, you can. Someone said, depends on the channel. True that. I mean, I think we're trying to go streaming, honey. Netflix tea. Okay. Okay. Oh my God, these are going by so fast. Okay, I'm gonna go with IG. Are you an Aries? No, girl, I'm a Cancer. How is Afrotech? It was good. But here's the gag. I've been around those circles before. A lot of those guys are dorks. Dorks make good husbands, but I'm like an old man. A lot of them were younger, trying to get an internship. So, yeah, dorks are good. I love nerds. Engineers make great husbands. All that. Okay. Girl, what's tea? What's tea? What's tea? What's going on here? Dulcinea said, how to keep him interested without sleeping with him. Girl, if you're asking this, I already know that you're performing for him. You don't need to sleep. Like, one of the best ways to figure out if a guy is really into you is by not sleeping with him. The guys that are into you, they know that they're going to be there forever. They're not in a rush. They're going to be there until you say, no, I don't want you there anymore. But they're going to do everything in their power to make sure that you would never even think of that idea. That's why, like, if a guy is inviting you over to his house, I already know he doesn't want to marry you. Yeah. Sabina said, how to put a toxic guy in his place. Why do you want to fight fire? That's toxic, girl. And that's not me coming for you. This is about and I think this is such an important point, especially if you are if you're a black or brown woman. Oftentimes, you may have grown up not being able to express yourself, not being able to talk back, not being able to be heard. You were seen, but you were not heard. So what happens is that when you're an adult, you want to tell everybody about themselves, and you want to get your lick back, and you want to tell, you want to, put somebody in their place, as my sister said, right? That's not it. This is your little girl trying to gain control of the situation. One of the ways that you can stop yourself from being in toxic situation with toxic guys is by your boundaries and by your vulnerability. Okay? So the boundaries is when he messes up, I say this isn't going to work for me and I step away. It's not revenge time, it's healing time. Okay? Someone said, how to spot fetishizers when plus size? If they talk about your body or if they try to touch your body. That's how you know. Because the guys that are fetishizing you, they want to butter you up. So they're going to compliment you on your body because they're going to think that you're insecure about it. That's number one. They're going to touch your body because they think that you don't care about your body and that they can do whatever they want to it. So if you're on a date with them and they start to touch you a lot, they're grooming you. That's how you figure it out. And when that happens, get your pocketbook and you leave. Someone said, not the shoulders. What did Whoopi say in Sister Act? One little bit of shoulder action. Or I can give you TLC waterfalls. Let me see what IG's talking about. Someone said, who's checking for light-skinned black women, black guys, Latino men? What men are the most loyal? I think pet dogs. Let me see what the T is, girl. Oh, Lord. 223 said, why do you think most of your clients are matching younger? Because younger men, they're coming more correct. They're not trying to control women. They're revering them. There's a level of respect and humility involved. They're also energetic. The thing is that most of the time black women are more in shape and healthier than black men at the same age. You're going to live longer and you look younger. So let's say you're 40 years old. You probably look 35. But a 40-year-old black man might look 45. So even the looks attract younger men. Kara said, advice for dating with a 1-year-old. I'm someone who recommends I wouldn't be dating until the child's at least 2 years old. If he can't walk, you shouldn't be dating. Y'all talk about your dogs now. So funny. Everybody still talk about dogs. Honey, some people love their dogs, honey. Someone said, what did you say about going to a guy's house? Don't do it. I wouldn't do it before a date 5. Someone said plus size men. What about them? If you're a plus size woman, don't get with a plus size man. Because what I've learned and what my clients have told me is that they will project their fat phobia onto you. And I don't want you to experience that. Okay, let me see what y'all are talking about. Dating in China. Are Chinese into black women? No shade, girl, but nobody knows what the Chinese are doing these days. Not even the FBI. Are they into black women? I mean, there are a billion Chinese men. I'm sure some of them are. If I'm lying, I'm dying. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Renita said Edward knows but doesn't want to get canceled. Girl, don't clock my tea. You don't know me like that. Red Supergiant. On date number 7, when should I expect him to make it official? I would tell you this, ladies. Most men are not even thinking about commitment with you until after a date 6. That's number 1. Number 2, generally around the 2 to 3 month mark is when men are ready and know if they want to be exclusive with you. Exclusive, committed or not. Taylor Too Tired said, need a TikTok page with just and more live snippets. Okay, we might do that. Because a lot of these are definitely on my YouTube channel. Someone said, not Department of Homeland Security, honey. That's funny. Okay. Tara said, thoughts on dating an alpha male? I wouldn't do it. Not if you're a smart and successful woman of color. That's not going to work. I say this and I mean it. You want an alphabet man, not a gay man. A man that has both alpha and beta, who has the emotional capacity, but someone who is ready to take charge and solve problems. Okay? I think a lot of women are into alpha men because it feels dangerous. They take risks. They're confident. And a lot of women are attracted to dangerous guys because it makes them feel even more feminine and protected, not knowing that the danger is coming inside the house, girl. And thank you all so much for the fest bursts, the heart me, the ice cream cones, all these little icons that y'all are giving me. Yeah, someone said alpha men cheat. They cheat. Some of them do. Alpha men. So next week, when you're having Thanksgiving, The alpha men are the men that are going to sit and watch TV and expect for the women to cook and clean and make their plates. The alpha bet man is going to be the one that is going to give money to get the food, or sometimes go shopping with the women to get the food. He's going to be grilling while the other, women are cooking in the kitchen, and he's going to be preparing food. Right? To give you an example of what to look for next week while you're having Thanksgiving, you'll have a very clear understanding of who's an alpha and who's an alphabet. Right, making the turkey. That's right. Yep, and he'll help clean up. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The alphabet man, he is a man who, he organizes things. He's a leader. He's not the loudest person in the room. He's the one that gets everybody together, right? So he's the one that makes the reservation for the birthday party. He's the airport dad, right? He's the one who the waiter comes to at the end of a meal. He's not the guy who's the jokester, Mr. Charismatic. He's too busy making sure everything is in order. Okay? That's what we're looking for here. Because those men make great fathers if you are choosing to have children. The alpha man, he's probably going to be drunk, talking shit at a dinner. The alpha man, he is the one who, he's not the airport dad. He's the guy who packs the night before. The alphabet guy, he's the guy who is managing his fantasy football league. Serena said, do you want or have children? I have 3 children. And if I'm not careful, I might get a 4th. Amar, why 2 rings? You have to ask my man about that. Okay. What else? What else, ladies? What else? Any biological kids? Yes, honey. Yes, I have biological kids. 2 of the kids are biologically mine, and then the youngest is biologically my partner's. Where's the 4th kid coming from? Maybe adoption, girl. I don't know. There's so many kids that need to be adopted. I know they nosy, girl, but I don't have anything to hide. Honey, I want to be the new Angelina Jolie, girl. Okay. Let me see what the T is, honey. Vivian said advice for dating in Austin, Texas for Black women. I always tell my clients, if you're in Houston, San Antonio, or Austin, you're going to have to rotate your apps every 2 weeks, a different one of those cities. Okay? You can't stay in the same Texas city for too long. It gets too stale. Okay? The life that keeps on giving. Good. I'm glad that you're getting some value from this session, this live. If you are interested in working with me professionally, definitely go to the link in my bio and book a consultation call, or at least listen to my podcast a little bit more to get an understanding of like what I focus on and my perspective and stance on a lot of different things. Okay? Yeah. So I will tell you this. The hardest cities to date in: Phoenix, Miami, LA, Houston, Atlanta. Yeah. Honorable mention: Dallas, Boston, the whole state of Ohio, Philly, Detroit, and San Diego. Someone said, not Boston. Yes, Boston. Boston, why? The black men in Boston are poor. They have a negative net worth. Most, if not all, of my clients that live in Boston have gotten with a non-African American man. What's wrong with LA? LA is colorist and racist. And if don't take my word for it. Talk to any black woman in LA. The black men there, they're trying to get with white girls and Latina girls. And they're also trying to be a Hollywood star, chasing dreams instead of chasing the house with the 2.5 kids. It's hard to try to make a husband out of a man who has been fighting for a Hollywood dream that has not come to fruition for 3, 5, 7, 9 years. What's wrong with Atlanta? Atlanta is gay. Atlanta has a serious gender ratio gap issue. There are 20 to 25% more black women than there are black men in Atlanta. So let's just catch that. Right? So for every 100 black women, there are 80 black men in Atlanta. Let's just say that. Of those 80 men, 30 of them are gay. So now you have 100 black women and 50 black men. That's why they want to go poly, girl, because there's 2 to 3 black women for every black man. The math is not mathing. It is for them, not for y'all. Someone said, Miami men are just looking for younger women. Yeah, but also, honey, the Cubans run Miami. And Cubans are racist. Many of them are. Colorists, for sure. Most of the Cubans in Miami are white. That's why Miami is hard for black women. And also, Miami, like Florida, doesn't really have a black middle class. May I visited my clients in Atlanta a couple months ago. Beautiful group of 15 black women. The 2 men that came over to our table, they got my number. Not the number of my ladies. That's a fucking problem. Now, I did the tea because I wanted to show my girls that she still has it, but also how to make it happen and how to do it. A mess. A mess. That's why, like, when I say it is gay, it's gay. How many clients do I have? I have 2 programs. I have the VIP program, which is a personalized one-on-one, and then I have a Get Your Guy Club, which is a group program. Between the 2 of them, I would say over 300 clients. And I have 2 coaches that work under me. Yeah. Thank you all so much for the 100,000 likes here on TikTok. I appreciate y'all. And thank you all so much on IG. Someone said, teach us the game, sensei. Girl, what game? What game? You know what I do? I let these boys know that they don't have it. I just give them a lot of shit. And you know why that's the tea? With a lot of women, there's different ways to flirt with men, right? You can flirt with a man by being va-va-voom, sexy, blah, blah, blah. And then you can razz them. You can tease them. I'm always going to tease them. I'm always going to talk about how they're not doing enough for me. I'm always going to talk about how I think that they're a gentleman, and I hope that they show me, what I believe them to be. Why? The reason why is because the way that men bond, just think about a group of men together. The way that they come close together is by teasing each other. It is the quickest way for a man to bond to you. A lot of women are like, I don't really know how to be flirty or banter. Talk shit. Don't be mean to men, because a lot of y'all will be mean to them. When I'm talking about teasing, I'm talking about in the same way that you would tease a family member at a family function, at a family reunion. That's how you want to tease them. Don't talk to them and just say, yeah, you're an idiot. No. Some of y'all can bully and be mean to them because you're trying to knock them down a few pegs because you're tired of men thinking that they're better than you. Hold on. I forgot I had my kombucha here. Honey, I gotta drink my kombucha. Brenda said, I'm savage to the family. Well, girl, you're not invited to my family reunion then. Mary said, do men actually think that they're better? I think that some of them do, but I don't really care about that. Because in your head, if you don't think that they're better, then if they are engaging with you and they kind of try that bullshit, don't go back and forth with them. Don't fight. Just turn your back to them and talk to someone else. Someone said, okay, can you give me some examples of flirting? Okay, give me an example that you come across in real life. Like, what do guys say? I'll give you some examples. Someone's at the gym. Okay, so but what's happening at the gym? Like, are they saying something? Give me something that they would say. Love your hair. Oh, thank you so much. I just got it done. What do you love about it? See how I'm trying to make him prove himself? I think you're very beautiful. Thank you so much. You're such a gentleman. Your mother raised you quite well. Look at you looking as good as you want to be. I'm sure you say that to all the girls. Give me a more original compliment. Where's your man? Well, if you play your cards right, you might just be him. Okay, you're at the gym and he says, that's not how you use that machine. Well, show me how you use it, Mr. Expert. Are you single? Depends who's asking. I love your sneakers. Are you a sneakerhead like me? How many sneakers do you have? What am I doing? I'm making sure that they're always proving themselves to me. You look intimidating. Well, apparently I'm not as intimidating as you think, or you wouldn't have approached me. If you want to get with a dating coach, they've got to have this. Okay? Don't be intimidated by my snap. I'm gay. I've been snapping all of my life. Yeah. That's what it looks like, ladies. Yeah. Only the Dusties approach. Good. Practice your flirting on them. Yeah. What am I going to do with you? I don't know. You tell me. Now he's got to work. What am I going to do with her? What am I going to do with her? What about, you're hard to read? Really? That must mean that you must go back to school. Maybe you need a tutor. So nasty and so rude. You have pretty eyes. Thank you. Let me see what else you got going on here. Why are you worried about that? Oh, I'm not worried about anything, but you need to be worried about me. Trying to think what else. Can I take a picture so I can show my mom my next girlfriend? Sir, I don't take pictures with men that I don't know. You're gonna have to put in a little bit more work before I can trust you like that. Someone said, you must be a doctor or a nurse. Why would you say that? Again, he has to think, what can I come up with, right? What if he says something like, that's all you can lift? Show me how much you can lift. Do you catch? I'm always tilted. You always want to show nape of that neck. Because these men are vampires. And they want to chomp on it, girl. You hear me? What brings you here alone? I don't know, but maybe you should protect me. Someone said, you're more feminine than me. No shade, girl. No shade. The mentality is let them prove themselves to you. Right? Good. I hope that was helpful. Why don't you ever smile? Tell me a joke. I'll smile then. Someone said, why do they love the neck? Do you know when a lion is trying to eat its prey? Because that's what these men are doing, girl. They're preying on you. They go for here. Yeah? What if you have no neck? Shh, girl. Sorry to hear it. If they say, what do you bring to the table? You go like this. And you start talking to someone else. How a fine woman like you single? They ask, how are you single? When they ask you how you're single, never trip. Don't be snarky. Don't be sarcastic. Just be like, I'm waiting for the right man. Are you him? Now he has to prove that he's the right man. Okay. I don't know. L. Bell said, how to reply to this pic got it. I don't even know what that means. Sabrina said, how do I stop from being snarky and sarcastic? If you're going to date well, you have to feel safe within yourself. And for so many Black and brown women, it is actually very hard and difficult to feel safe. We feel safe with our boundaries. Flirting is a level of vulnerability. Because you're going to have to put yourself out there. You're going to have to sometimes share feelings. So if you are a Black and brown woman and you have difficulty being flirtatious or giving banter or playfulness, it is often because of that. Now, sometimes it's because you're just not practiced, right? And we have to practice. And that's where you can use these dating apps to be a practice and training ground for you. But it might also be an internal safety that we have to find within ourselves. Okay? Good. Awesome. Well, I hope that this was helpful for you as you navigate your dating life. If you want to work with me, definitely book a consultation call. The link is in my bio. AJ books it, and where it's my birthday. Happy birthday, AJ Book. And listen to my podcast. It's called the Get Your Guy Coaching Podcast. Alrighty? Your homework this week and weekend is to flirt back, use the mindset that I just shared with you. You can even use one of the lines that I did, right? And implement it this week. And I'm going to come back on Sunday and I'm going to ask you all, did you flirt? And if so, what did you give? Okay? All right, ladies. Be well, and I will talk with you soon. Bye now.